packed.
It's packed.
I have a friend that says it's going to be like the East Coast like anime expo.
I could see that.
I could see that.
Anime NYC, it's definitely a huge convention center, a lot of people, but you can definitely feel the newness of the con where there's not as many panels, but there's a lot of big names coming.
I honestly like Anime NYC better, just because I like anime more than comics. So, because like when I'm at Comic Con, I'm like looking for the anime stuff really most of the time.
This year was like twice the size as it was last year. This whole artist alley used to be in a hall upstairs.
Was it the same size Arts Alley?
I think this is bigger. I want to say this is bigger. Like I said, the entire show floor was where we are now to the other side of the room. That was the whole, like around here. That was the whole thing.
That was the whole thing.
There are some bigger spaces here where people can congregate, which I like. There's the photo area out in the glass space. But what I find really is the dealer's room, artist alley, kind of anchors everything. So I was joking around and calling it shopping con. It just seems like this is the cohesive unit that the rest of the con circles around. But
it's awesome. It's super colorful. I mean, if you're not here, it's kind of hard to get like the idea of like, the scale of it. Yeah, but like there's just tons of people, tons of incredible costumes. And I've only just arrived, so I haven't gotten to explore the full extent of Artist Alley, but I'm here to buy tons of prints. And I'm already seeing some stuff. Like I'm in my first aisle, and I already want to buy like 4 things, so I'm probably gonna have to like hold out until I travel a little bit longer. But yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, so you have a cosplay book.
Yes.
It's not a photo book like my book. My book's a photo book, as you can tell, but your book is a young.
Yeah, it's a like a young adult. I don't know if rom-com's the right word for it, but basically it's a contemporary novel about 2 boyfriends that have to compete in a competitive cosplay competition. And they have to figure out how to work together because they have very different styles and approaches to cosplay, but also crafting.
How did you come up with this idea?
It's a little bit autobiographical. My boyfriend introduced me to cosplay a long time ago, and we had to make stuff together, and I'm very crafty and he's very imaginative, so I got to do a lot of the work and he did a lot of the like direction, but it caused a lot of tension, and I wanted to sort of write a book unpacking like what it's like to be 2 very different people that have to combine efforts to make something really cool. And then I attended my first Comic-Con, actually in the Javits Center, and I went backstage and like got to talk to the cosplayers that were competing, and I was so fascinated by like the competitive side of like really intense crafting and the whole world that people sort of have behind the scenes when they are like people that work professionally but also craft at night, and I wanted to write about that, so that's kind of how I got into the scene.
I do love the dealer's room, and I think the Artist Alley has some incredible artists, but there's not a lot of crafters here necessarily. That I work with 3D printing and 3D modeling, and I'm in the craft industry, so it would be interesting to see maybe some more crafters in the Artist Alley.
Right.
I also think that, let's see, there's not a lot of fan-run panels that in terms of when I look at the schedule compared to something like Anime Boston or Otakon, there's much more fan-run panels versus here it seems like all of the panels are run by the big industry makers, so the people who are publishing anime, publishing manga, making games and things, just kind of announcing what they're going to be doing later in the industry versus I like to see cosplay tutorials, I like to see the history of anime, social commentary, you know, LGBT in anime, that kind of.
It's just my workout. It's just my workout. I never have to work these out. Just keep it on.
Okay, how did you start doing this?
Got pins maybe a couple years ago, and they were just sitting around my house, so I said to myself, how else should I showcase it? So, and I have a lot more at home.
I know this helmet everywhere.
So tell me about the response at the convention.
The convention, when we first got there, after spending 3 hours in wardrobe getting ready in our hotel room, which was crazy because it was full of prosthetics. But when we stepped onto the floor, not much response to begin with, because that year was a lot of younger crowd for Katsu.
Oh, okay.
So not many people recognized us. But the moment the parents started showing up for the day, everybody, then began, calling our names. They knew exactly who we were. It was great. We had a great response.
Yeah.
And it was, for the 5 hours we spent in the makeup, was spectacular.
Anime NYC is beautiful. It's like, if anybody's been to New York Comic Con and knows how hectic that is, this is the opposite. This is the straight, yeah, it's the straight opposite of New York Comic Con. It's a very, it's a like some of my friends said, it's a big small con.
It's a big small con?
It's a big small con, but it's very relaxed. It's very chill. It's like the photographers are more relaxed. It's like the cosplayers are more relaxed. It's like a very comfortable atmosphere for everybody. Like I said, it's the opposite of what you would get at New York Comic Con.